The Monkey is the new comedy horror directed by Osgood Perkins, based on the Stephen King short story of the same name. The logline is as follows. When twin brothers Bill and Hal find their father's old monkey toy in the attic, a series of gruesome deaths start. The siblings decide to throw the toy away and move on with their lives, growing apart over the years. Now, I wasn't the biggest fan of Osgood Perkins' previous film, Longlegs, but I vowed to go into this movie with an open mind. Sadly, I liked this film even less. I don't know why, but The Monkey just really messed with me. There is a lot of comedy in this movie. In fact, there's too much. I know that this is a stupid complaint to have for a comedy movie, but it felt like every single line in this movie was an attempt to make a joke, and only about 25% of it landed with me. Most of the humor that landed were with the zany kills, as there were a lot of good ones in this movie, but all the other jokes felt like they were trying too hard to be quirky. In fact, that goes even further than the comedy, as everything in between the kills sucked. I did not find a single character likable or interesting. The emotional core of the movie is the relationship between the main character and his son, but it's handled really poorly. It does the thing you find in a lot of MCU movies, where whenever there's a serious emotional beat, they have to undermine it with a corny one-liner or a punchline. A majority of the movie is so unserious, but then it expects you to care when they throw in these undercooked emotional beats. Even though the original short story is pretty basic and straightforward, the themes and the parental relationship were handled a lot better in my opinion. I found most of the performances in this movie pretty lacking as well. I know they were going for tongue-in-cheek, but it came off as high school drama class improv night, and I was just really underwhelmed. I felt like it could have been way better with some stronger comedic actors. I'm sorry to come off as so pessimistic, but I just did not have a good time. That's the problem with comedy and with art in general. It's always so subjective. I'm sure this film will hit for lots of people, but I pretty much forgot everything about it as soon as I left the theater. If you think this looks interesting, definitely go see it for yourself and form your own opinion. Although one thing I will say is that the prop department popped off for this film. That monkey definitely looks cursed. So in conclusion, I did not have a fun time with The Monkey. Although there are some amusing and wacky kills, a majority of the attempts at comedy totally messed with me. The movie expects you to care about the themes of the story and the relationships of the main character, but it doesn't put in any of the work to make them interesting or memorable. I could see this film being a good time if you were watching it drunk with your friends, but other than that, I personally would not watch this sober. I really wanted to like it, but it is unfortunately unremarkable. 2 stars.